Jenny McKenzie here again, and what I have is another great vinyasa for you to help you develop the core strength that you'll need to do a lot of the cool poses in yoga, and just to do yoga well in general, or to infuse it into some of your workouts. So I've combined a lot of yoga elements with a lot of different strengthening elements for your core to really help focus on strengthening that area. Since it is a vinyasa, we're going to start at the top of our mat, and we're just going to start in mountain pose. Feet hip width apart. We're going to roll our shoulders back, engage the core. It's especially important in this workout. Take a few deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. On this exhale, start to circle the arms. Take advantage of this warm up. Really try to coordinate the arm circles with the breath. So inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat, to your feet. Bring your hands up to your knees, push off and get that flat back. Exhale, reverse swan dive, come up. Inhale, exhale, swan dive, come down, touch the toes. Inhale, come to that nice flat back. Exhale, reverse swan dive, reach all the way down, come up. Really take advantage of these warm-ups. Inhale, exhale, swan dive, come down, come up to flat back. This time sink into a chair. Reverse swan dive, come up. Swan dive, come down. Inhale, come to that flat back. Sit back into the chair pose. Circle the arms again. Exhale, bring them to the mat, to your toes. Bring them to the tops of your knees. Sit in the chair. This time fold forward, put your hands on the mat, send your feet back into a good plank. Hold plank for a minute and really think about all of the muscles that you're engaging here in plank, because you're going to be here a lot for this workout. So just engage that core. See what a good plank feels like. Your shoulders over the wrists, diagonal back. All of your muscles are engaged here, especially your core. And I want you to push into down dog. And pedal the feet, lift up. Just try to find a good, comfortable down dog for you. It's a good place to play around in and to kind of find your groove. So ears in between your shoulders, heels flat on the mat. Pretend like that string is pulling you up through your tailbone. Pedal your feet. Come forward into plank. Back into down dog. Come forward into plank. Back into down dog. I just kind of want to warm up the shoulders a bit. All right, so what I want you to do now is take that right foot, send it up to the sky for a three-legged down dog. Stay here. Get as long as you can through that back right leg. Pulse the foot. Pulse it up here. And you're going to bring that right knee to that right elbow. So right knee to right elbow. Send it back. Right knee to left elbow. Cross, really engage those obliques. Send it back up to the sky. Bring it back to your elbow. We're going to do this 5 times at each elbow. Send it back into the sky, elbow, back to the sky, left elbow, back to the sky. This is your last time. And really deliberately send it, bring that elbow to the knee and send it to the sky. Don't just kind of swing or have it flopping around there. We're going to hold here, we're going to pulse, we're going to open up that hip at the same time engaging the core. And now I want you to come down and do a three-legged plank. Send the leg back up. Come down into a three-legged plank. Send the leg back up. 5 times again. Three-legged plank. Back up. You're kind of taking your ankles to your ankles, or the top of the foot to that back left ankle. Send it forward. Back into the sky. Drop that leg. Push into down dog. Push into those heels. Take a few breaths here. Really take a second again to engage all the muscles in the core. Suck in, push that booty up to the sky. Deliberately, slowly, deliberately raise that left leg. Keep it there for a second. Find a good down dog. Bring that left knee to that left elbow. Send it back up. Left knee to the right elbow. Make sure those shoulders are coming over those wrists. Send it back up to the sky. Left knee to left elbow. Send it up. Left knee to right elbow. Really engage those obliques, that transverse abdominis. to get the rotation in your core. Back. Knee to elbow. Knee to elbow. Last one. I know this is tough. You're spending a lot of time in plank. The good news is the toughness means all those muscles in your core developing. Hold this. Bring your ankles to ankles. Send it up. Ankles to ankles. Send it up. Ankles to ankles. Send it up. Ankles to last one. Take that left leg up there and pulse it. Pulse it. Pulse it. Burn out the glute. Burn out the core. Come back to down dog. Push those shoulders back in those ears. You may have messed up the alignment. Take a breath. Take it down into child's pose. Rest out. Rest those shoulders. Rest those wrists. Turn your palms up to gain that wrist flexibility and mobility. Hands facing the sky. Put your forehead on the ground. Palms down. Palms up. Give those shoulders a rest. Put those elbows on the ground. Put your forehead on the mat. Take a few deep breaths here. And we're going to come up into a tabletop position. We're going to give our shoulders a rest a little bit. Really still make sure you're engaging that core and you're flattening that back. Now what you do is come up on the ball of your feet and come into a raised tabletop position. You saw this move in my yoga legs. I'm going to repeat it because it's a really good one for your transverse abdominis. But you're going to raise that right hand, rotate those feet, come all the way around, kick through with that left leg, rotate back to raised table, rotate the feet, raise that right leg. Really make sure you're engaging that transverse abdominis to get that leg all the way out and as high as you can. If you see I'm getting complete rotation, I could almost do a reverse tabletop from this position. And you're really going to work the transverse abdominis, all right, in that core. All right, you've got one more on each side. Last one on this side. Bring it back to a raised table and just burn it out. I want you to stay here. This is an isometric hold. You're engaging all those muscles in the quad. Make sure you're engaging your core to take the pressure off the quad. Elbows over the wrists. Hips over the knees. Burn it out. Drop the knees. Come into a tabletop position. Take a few deep breaths. Take it back into a child's pose to rest out those shoulders a little bit more. Reach forward with the hands. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Come back into a plank position. Push up into down dog. Walk the feet into the hands. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale. Inhale, reverse long dive. Exhale. Hands to the feet. Inhale, come up to knees, exhale. I just want to oxygenate the blood, get more oxygen flowing in the blood. All right, exhale, come to chair, take your hands to the mat, step back into plank, push up into down dog. Come into plank. This time what I want you to do is I want you to walk that left hand in, rotate the feet out, either into a supported side plank or side plank if you can handle it. And I want you to hold this star position. I want you to hold this pose. Isometric hold before we raise that leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Side plank, you're working all those transverse abdominis and side muscles, and we're raising that leg to really burn it out. Rotate around to the other side. This time, step out with the right hand. Open that left hand up to the sky. Come into side plank. Raise it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really engage all the muscles in that core. 9, 10. Come back into plank. What I want you to do now is walk the left hand in and the left foot out. Come into a supported side plank. And I want you to scoop. I want you to scoop under with your hand at the same time, raising your side up to the sky. So when you scoop, blow your air out and really take that booty to the sky. Again, working those transverse abdominis muscles. That's what gives you that ab definition, those great obliques we're always looking for, and it's also going to give you the strength you need. Bring that hand to the mat, foot on the outside. Now, step over with the left hand, step in with the right, out with right foot, supported side plank, and scoop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, open up, 10. Come back to the mat for plank. Isometric plank hold here. A lot of times people don't realize that things like headstands and handstands, if you want to do them well and hold them for a long time, it's a lot of core strength. When I do a headstand, I pull into it from a pike position. So I'll put my head down and I'll use my abs to slowly bring my feet in and up. That requires a lot of core strength. All right, take it to your knees, take it back into a child's pose, and doing these exercises over and over again, where you're just constantly using the core in that plank position, it's going to give you the muscle memory you need to pull your legs in and the strength you need as well. With some pretty nice aesthetic elements as well. Stretch out those shoulders. Beautiful job. This time, I want you to come through on your mat, and we're going to do our boat bridge series. So this time I want you to come through, and I want you to find that stable, that cushy position on your bottom to where you feel comfortable. And I'm going to show you what it looks like first. We're going to come into bridge, not a full bridge, just a bridge here. We're going to hold that for a second. You're going to roll up on your back, and you're going to find that balance. Come into boat. Bring those feet in, down, roll back, lift into bridge, hold it, come up, find that spot on your booty that gives you balance, come into boat. Hold it, bring your legs in, down, slowly roll back. We're going to begin. Let's do the glute bridge, down, exhale, come up, find that balance, take your feet straight out into boat. Bring the feet in, down, slowly roll down, bridge, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower the booty, come back up, straighten the legs. Bring the legs in, hold, 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 bring the legs down, roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, come up into bridge, exhale, roll up, straighten the legs, hold, 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 come in, hold here. You'll notice the difference between the straight leg bridge and the bent or boat, and when I do it with bent legs. Come down. My body position changes. So here I need to lean back and engage the core. When I bring the legs in, I'm also engaging my inner core and bringing the legs in. Put the feet down, slowly roll back vertebrae by vertebrae. Come into that bridge. Lower the glutes. Exhale, roll up. Find that balance. Come into boat. Last one. Hold it. Put those feet on the floor. Lower that back onto the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Come up into the glute bridge. This time, we're going to alternate leg lifts. So stay in this glute bridge, hold it here, and raise the leg, lower. Raise the leg, lower it. We're going to do 5 on each side. So you're contracting your glutes to keep your legs up there, and you're really contracting your core to reach out with that leg. Last one on each side. This time, don't come down yet. We're going to stay raised. We're going to take that right leg out, and we're going to pulse it up and down. Those hip flexors and core muscles. Engage the core. Make sure it's staying engaged. Use those glutes to lift that core. Pulse, pulse. Now we're going to lower it, pulse it, even small pulses at the bottom. Do circles if you need to. Really burn it out. Burn out the quad. Make sure that core is staying completely engaged. Bring that leg in, onto the ground. Take the time to re-engage that core. Really lift up with the glutes. Out the left. We're going to do the left leg raises. Make sure that your core is staying engaged. Bring it low, pulse it out. Make sure you're engaging that glute, you're engaging that core. Do what you need to do to keep that foot in the air. All right? Bring it in, come into the bridge, lower, and come up. Here, take a few deep breaths. When you're ready, roll to the front of the mat. Walk the feet into the hands. Come up to flat back. Exhale, reverse swan dive. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring your hands to your toes. Inhale, bring your hands to your knees. Exhale, reverse swan dive. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down, touch your toes. Inhale, flat back. Sink into a squat. Reverse swan dive, come up. Inhale, exhale, hands to the toes. Inhale, hands to the top of your knees. Squat, come up. This time, when we come into the squat, afterwards we're gonna fold forward, bring your hands to the mat, and step your feet out. If you ever hear people say in yoga to float back, I'm gonna show you a quick. It's a jump. It requires a lot of core strength too to float back. So we're going to do another down dog series. So from here, push up into down dog. Make sure you find that good down dog position for yourself. Raise that right leg into the sky. Keep it there, hover it for a little bit. Bring the right knee to the right elbow. Send your leg out. Bring it back to the right elbow. Send it up. Right elbow to right knee. Bring it out, bring it back, send it up. Bring your right knee to the right elbow, bring it out, back, send it back to the sky. Pulse it here, keep it in the sky, just keep it there, keep it there, keep it there. Lower the leg, float the left foot into the sky. Bring the left foot to the left elbow, same thing, out to the side, back, and up. Bring the left knee to the left elbow, send it out, send it back, up into the sky. Left knee to left elbow, straighten that leg out to the side, bring it back to the elbow, send it up, drop, come into down dog. Now we're going to jump or float the feet into the hands. Inhale, going to flat back. Exhale, reverse swan dive. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the feet. Inhale, flat back. Sink into the squat. Fold forward, put your hands on the mat. Step back into plank. This time we're going to do a plank series. So we're going to hold that plank here for a bit. And when you're ready, if you can't do these, just hold plank for as long as you can. And if you can't hold plank, go back into child's pose. There's nothing wrong with that. We're all developing our core. We're at different levels of fitness. But when you're ready, raise your left leg and your right arm and balance here. Now I want you to crunch. Bring that left knee to that right elbow. We're going to do this crunch. And if you can, just keep just keep them out like this. into plank. We're going to switch. We're going to switch. Left arm, 1 minute. Right leg, come in for a crunch and out. In for a crunch and out. You see how I planted that back foot there for stability? That's to give me stability in my plank so I'm able to do the crunches. So stay here, hold plank. Now what I want you to do is I want you to circle the arms and raise the back leg. So it's kind of going to look like you're swimming. I'll show you. So raise that right arm and that back left leg. So your arm's going to do a circle motion and your leg is going to lift up at the same time. So circle, and then we're going to alternate sides. So circle, right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. And your arms are doing the circling and your legs are just lifting up. It literally looks like you're just doing the freestyle stroke, but on land. It looks a little silly, but you should really feel this in your core. Go back into down dog, then lower those knees and stretch back into child's pose and relax. You are done with my core strengthening vinyasa fusion. Good job. Congratulations.